Welcome back. In the last couple of classes, we learned about while loops, conditional statements, comments, task main. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new program. So I'm going to go to New File. Let's take a look at a couple of things. To begin with, I'd like to make my font a little bit bigger. I can hold down the Control key and hit Control plus, and you can see that my font is starting to get bigger. I'm going to go to C constructs. Some of you are ready to begin to write your own programs. We know that every program has a task main, so I'm going to go task main. Notice that the colors start to change. That means that we've got a reserved word here. I'm going to put a comment in here and talk about what we'd like to cover in this little section. So we'll go Control plus. That Control plus is a multi-line comment. We want to talk about task main. We want to talk about while loops, talk about conditional statements, and we want to review the motor and sensor setup. Remember that we go /* and to end this we will go */. So every program has a task main. The body sits within these two curly braces. What I want to do is I want to put a while loop in here. So I'm going to go to Control Structures, and I'm going to grab a while loop right here. In our last program, we had while sensor value. Let's take a look at it. So we had while sensor value left encoder is less than 720 degrees. We were going to do everything within these curly braces. So if you were writing your own code, what you could do is put while sensor value and then put whatever you needed to place inside here as you begin to write your own code. The next thing that I want to review is what a conditional statement is. We posted some videos for you, and one of the videos is on Boolean logic. I'm going to suggest that you watch these videos. I'm not going to have you go through them right now, but these videos will help you to understand what a conditional statement is. And then lastly, before we get started on the program, let's take a look at the motor and sensor setup. So we'll go to Robot, Motor and Sensor Setup. Notice that our motor and sensor setup, we don't have any motors set up right now. In order to set up a motor, I can make this motor equipped, so now I'm in port 2. In the Lego, that's going to be motor A, motor B, or motor C, and we can call this right motor, and we can call this left motor. And if I hit apply and hit OK, notice that it automatically set up my pragma statements. So it configures the motors for me, and now I can use my own reserved word called right motor or left motor. So let's go back and let's actually modify a program that we already have. So in our first challenge, what we needed to do is we needed to go forward until we hit the target. The next challenge requires us to string two behaviors together. We're going to have to turn right, and then we're going to have to go forward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a program that we already have, and that is the program we've been working with. I'm going to do File, Save As, and I'm going to save this as a turning example. We'll hit Save. We know that in order to go forward, both the right motor and the left motor to go in a positive direction. In order to turn, we learned earlier that what we needed to do is change the polarity of the number. Let's test this. We're going to start our level. I'm going to go to a different camera view. I'm going to slide around to the top so that I can see it. I'm going to hit Start. and my robot will begin to turn. When it gets to 720, it will stop. I can see that. Let's restart this, and when I go to run it, when I get to 90 degrees, I'm going to stop it. And it looks like my left encoder, if I look down here, is about 430. So I'm going to just guess that this is going to be about 430 degrees for this turn. And let's make this 430 degrees. I hit F5 to re-download that. I'm going to start my level. Turn it. Yeah, it's not quite right, but you can finish it from here. Your job is to go to the next challenge, where you're going to turn and then go forward. We'll let you solve that challenge.